Hi, everybody. Happy New Year. Happy last day of 2022. Does anyone have any New Year's resolutions? What's your New Year's resolution? Mine is to stop being so hard on myself. Hi, Colin. How are you? Happy New Year to you, too. Thank you. Sure. I'll live stream tonight. What's your New Year's resolution, if you have one? Or do you believe in it? Does anybody have any New Year's resolution that they want to share? I need a better way to hold this. I love this song. Hi Joe, how are you? Happy New Year. Hope you're feeling better. God, I have this too long. Do you have any, well, I know you're not feeling well. Hi, Gary. I started using a hula hoop today, and the hula hoop kicked my butt. I'm embarrassed to admit. My son did it, and he immediately was able to keep the hula hoop all the way up. He's 18, and he's on the varsity tennis team, so I guess that's what I'll tell myself the reason is that I had to do it 7 times before I could really keep the hula hoop up, but I made videos of it, but I think they're kind of dumb. I don't know. They're not as exciting as I thought they would be. What? You never do ages. No, I don't believe in that stuff. I don't believe, to be honest. I don't know who's even there, but I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. I think that if you're really serious about doing something, you don't have to start on the first day of the year. You just do it if you're truly serious. Of course, that's my opinion, but it's what I really believe. You just, good for you. I'm on a treadmill in my house that I bought used, and I love it. That's the way to go. Why buy it used, or why buy it new if you don't have to? Thank you, Joe. What I was saying hi, Virginia. I was just saying that I bought a hula hoop and put it together last night, and you did? You bought it used? Yeah, I guess if I was a multi-millionaire, and I don't know, I just don't think who cares if it's new or not, just so it works. That's what's important to me. And in a way, I like things when they're used or older, because then I don't have to worry about ruining them. Hi, Missouri. In Missouri. You should try a hula hoop. I bought one on Amazon, put it together last night. It's a really nice hula hoop. Meaning it's cushioned, and it kicked my butt. I was sweating trying to use it, but I kept doing it over and over. But I was amazed at how much it took out of me to try to keep the hula hoop up. And I'm pretty strong, so, but my 18-year-old son, see, I have a pretty strong core. My 18-year-old son saw my hula hoop a few minutes ago and didn't even know what it was, being male, I guess, and young. And he immediately was able to keep it all the way up without it falling at all. I don't think a hula hoop. Oh, I'm sure it would. We're all so hard on ourselves, including me. I'm terrible about being hard on myself. And hi there. Sorry, I was just looking at a comment. Somebody said, I'm 5'6" and 260. I was 250 at my tops. I might have gotten, and I'm about 5'6". I'm a little bit under now. And it can be done. It's very difficult to lose weight. There's a lot of gimmicks out there, and there's a lot of people right now that are trying to take advantage of people that want to lose weight because of the New Year's. And I think it's terrible. And I feel strongly about it because I was one of those people that would do anything to lose weight. And I would listen to, of course, I wouldn't do anything, but I would have done, I listened and read and did all kinds of therapy and programs, you name it. And it wasn't until I was in my mid-40s, about 45, I'd lost and gained literally thousands of pounds. And how long do I walk on the treadmill? Normally I do aerobic exercise for about 30 minutes, but I'm feeling I couldn't sleep last night and I'm really tired, so I'm probably not going to go as long, but I do have it on an 8.5 incline, so that makes it, and let me tell you something about treadmills and jogging or walking. As we get older, our butts sag and get flatter, and I've read many excellent articles that said that because of that, if you do the treadmill, you should always do it at an incline because it helps combat, for lack of better words, the going up and down and the saggy, jiggly butt. If you're climbing up a hill, which is basically what I'm doing, then it actually strengthens your glutes and makes you look better instead of saggy. So when I do the treadmill, I always do it at an incline, or I do the elliptical, and those are the only two that I can do. I can't do the Stairmaster anymore because of my torn meniscus, which makes me very sad. But well, thank you. But something that I've had to learn over time, instead of forcing myself, which I do, I've had to start to listen to my body more because it's just not worth it. If I forced myself to do, for instance, this treadmill for an hour, which I could do, and then tomorrow I'll pay dearly, not necessarily feeling tired, but my body just won't feel very good. So sometimes it takes me longer to learn about things like that because I think, no, it has to be as hard as possible. You have to keep going, keep pushing. Sometimes that's not so smart. Sometimes that's not so wise, particularly when we get older. Really, any time in life, we should always listen to our body. But I can't believe how hot I am. But it's actually hot in my house. But right now, Let's see, how long have I been on it? And I try not to think about how long I'm on it, but that's one of my tricks, I guess you'd say. And a lot of people probably do it, where I distract my mind so that I don't know how long I've been on it, and I'm too caught up in the music that I'm listening to or my thoughts for it to register, hey, I've been on this treadmill at an 8.5 incline for 20 minutes now. I'm pretty exhausted and I want to stop. So if you can distract your mind, which I always do, then you'll end up, at least for me, but I think that's pretty common for people. Happy New Year to you too. Do you have any plans for tonight? I have mixed feelings about doing anything. In a way, I don't want to do anything. But in another way, I think if I don't do anything, then I'll feel like I missed out. So I should do something fun so that I feel like I celebrated it and didn't miss out and got to have fun like everybody else. But we all define fun in different ways. Oh, I can't read that. We have a clean state to write to new stories. I'm not sure I understand what that means. You do while working out, or are you just being funny? I have sometimes. I have favorite people I like to watch too, but usually they're not on when I exercise. But it definitely makes me and most people feel better mentally and physically if they can just make themselves work out. And I am on an incline, 8.5. I'm going to go up a little. Ooh, I made it 9. But I need something usually to motivate me when I work out, like my music, my fast-paced music, or really it's just my fast-paced music. A few others are working out on live. It's a good, yeah. You know, when I see people working out and I'm not, and I haven't that day, I get jealous and I feel like, oh, they were able to make themselves work out, motivated enough to work out, and I haven't. And I get jealous, which probably sounds silly, but it's true because I know that they're doing the best thing that they possibly could, and that is exercise. And when I see someone else do it and I haven't, then it motivates me to want to exercise. So I don't think you guys can even, I don't think you can see me that well. My favorite music, Joe, I like electronic dance music, which is really, it's techno music. And I like very fast techno, deep house, trance kind of music, because I like to let my mind drift and daydream and not have to think about anything unless it's something I want to think about. And that's when I come up with a lot of ideas and figure out what to do about a problem or a challenge I have, is listening to music. I'm sure that's not what you like, but usually people that like that kind of music are younger than me, but I've liked that kind of music since I was in high school, and they played it in clubs that I went to that I shouldn't have gotten into, but did anyway. Anyway, I think I'm gonna get off. I'll see you guys later. I'll probably live stream some tonight. Bye. Love you.